Ugh, I thought I gave it my all, but looking at it now, it's terrible. I checked the results of the recent in-house programming contest and couldn't help but make a strange sound. I'm Genki Kariya, 24 years old. I work in sales at a system development company. At our company, the sales department is required to understand our own products, so we're asked to participate in the in-house programming contest. But honestly, my understanding is pretty low. I was laughed at by manager Naito the other day, saying, "You're on the same level as a guy in his 50s, huh?" But it's not something to laugh about. I'm sorry, but I'll need to take that back and consult with our company's programmers before making a decision.
This is just like last time, right? Can't you just accept this small change in specifications here?
Sorry, I can't make a judgment with my knowledge.
Ugh.
This pattern happens every time, and unless the client is particularly patient, we don't make a deal. As a result, my sales performance hasn't been great, and it's easier to count from the bottom. Fortunately, Manager Naito is kind, so I'm managing to get by, but I can't let things stay this way. Maybe I should increase my study time. Yo, Kariya, you look so down. Did the results of the contest turn out that bad? Ienaga, how about you? Well, I'm in the top 40%. Pretty good for someone not in the development department, I would say. This is Yoshikazu Ienaga, a colleague in the same sales department as me. If you can't program, you can't get contracts. You're like dead weight. I grunt in response. Ienaga isn't exactly an outstanding salesman, but it's clear he's ahead of me. Damn it, I'll get back at you someday. Even you wouldn't be anything without your programmer girlfriend. Well, she's there, so I can't help it, right? Sorry, Kariya. I guess I'm more popular than you. If you can't do your job, you won't get any woman either, huh?
Ienaga, how did you do in the contest?
While we were talking, Ienaga's girlfriend, Fumika Matsumori from the development department, arrives. Thanks, Fumika. I did great, unlike some people.
Good to hear. Kariya, didn't you fail again? Want to study together?
Ah, he's got no talent, so it's pointless to teach him. A waste.
Don't say that. Jeez. Ienaga, you've got a sharp tongue. But it's really devastating. Was the reference book I gave you too hard?
Well, yeah. It somewhat works according to the book.
I see. If we go any more basic, it might be like a children's book, though.
A children's book? That sounds good.
Stop laughing. Programming has a big gap between people's abilities.
Matsumori's nice, but she's unforgiving at times. It's rumored that Matsumori is about to get engaged to Ienaga soon. I still don't get what's good about Ienaga, though. Well, we're about to have lunch, so...
Kariya, see you later. If you have any programming questions, feel free to email me.
At least Ienaga's better at his job than I am, so maybe he's a good match for her. The next morning, I woke up earlier than usual and arrived at the cafe right when it opened. Normally, I have breakfast here as part of my routine, but today, I'm adding studying to the mix. I thought it would be the perfect time since my mind would be fresh in the morning, but... I feel like I haven't made any progress. I've been staring at my laptop and the textbook, but I must be getting tired because I'm losing focus. Looking around, I noticed there are a few regulars, like me, who have brought in laptops. The woman next to me is drinking her hot coffee elegantly. And in that instant, her cup slips and coffee spills.
Hot!
She manages to keep the coffee from spilling it entirely onto her laptop, but in the panic, it ends up on her hand. Are you okay? Use this, please. I quickly grab a handkerchief and offer it to her.
Sorry, thank you.
The moment she accepts the handkerchief, her laptop goes completely black. It seems the coffee has gotten into the exhaust area.
Oh no, there's important data on it.
She mutters, trying to turn it back on. Wait, if you turn it on now, it could short-circuit and break. It's probably because moisture got into the exhaust port. So, hold it with the exhaust port facing down. I tilt her laptop and lift it up. Sure enough, coffee drips from the exhaust. I lightly wipe the exhaust area and then place the laptop back on its side to look inside. For safety, I'll remove the battery now.
Yes, please.
Now, we need to keep it horizontal and let it dry for at least a day to make sure no moisture seeps in. Once it's fully dried, you can put the battery back and try turning it on. If it doesn't work, then unfortunately. But in that case, the HDD should still be fine, so it can be taken apart and read from another PC.
I see. Thank you.
Sorry. I ended up talking too much.
No, thank you for your help. I'm not very good with hardware. You really know your stuff.
I've done something similar before, and I looked it up when it happened. I couldn't help myself, but it doesn't seem to have been a bother. She smiles gently.
I'm Minami Aizawa. May I ask your name?
I'm Genki Kariya. I'm usually here on weekday mornings, so if you ever need anything, just let me know.
Yes, I'll wash the handkerchief and return it to you next time.
The following Monday morning after the weekend, I went to my usual cafe and saw Aizawa-san already there.
Thank you for the other day. My PC was successfully restored.
I'm glad to hear that, but there might still be milk or sugar left inside, so, if possible, it's better to have it disassembled and cleaned.
Yes, I'll do that. I feel bad, but for this thank you, I'll cover the breakfast cost today.
Huh? No, that's too kind of you.
No, don't worry about it.
Aizawa-san quickly orders 2 breakfast sets. Then, we take a seat together.
Once again, I'm Minami Aizawa. Thank you so much for your help the other day.
She hands me her business card as she says that. I'll take it. Sorry, I keep my business cards at the office. Wait, CEO?
To my surprise, Aizawa's card reads President Love Koi Systems. My father is the chairman. It's a small company.
I had heard of Lovekoi Systems. It's a small but skilled system development company. So you're in the same industry? No. I'm...
You're Genki Kariya, right? Don't stand on ceremony. Being a CEO is just a title. You were reading a programming book the other day. Are you a programmer?
No, I'm in sales. I'm studying to better communicate with programmers and understand our products. But I don't seem to have the talent for it. I'm not making any progress at all. I started doing my morning study sessions here to try and increase my study time. Suddenly, a familiar voice from behind interrupts.
Oh, Kariya, good morning. Is this your girlfriend?
Matsumori, what are you saying? And why are you here?
I sometimes stop by to grab coffee before work. But hey, introduce her. Who's this beautiful lady?
It's not what you think. Well, she is...
Kariya's girlfriend, Minami Aizawa.
Huh?
Sorry, I just wanted to mess with you a bit. She's actually a friend who helped me when I spilled coffee the other day.
This is Fumika Matsumori, my colleague and a programmer.
Kariya, you're not as simple as you seem.
What did you hear? That's not it. She's just a friend. If she didn't like you, she wouldn't make such a joke, Matsumori whispers.
Well, I have to go back to work. I still have some leftover tasks from yesterday.
She leaves, leaving behind her bombshell statement. Now I can't stop thinking about it. Looking over at Aizawa-san, she's smiling peacefully. There's no way, right? After that, I started hanging out with Aizawa-san occasionally at the cafe. When she's not there, I study. When she's there, I take a break. It's a bit sweet, but it gives me balance. One day, while I was studying as usual, Aizawa-san showed up.
Good morning, Kariya. How's the studying going?
Well, honestly, not well at all. I've been studying both morning and night, but it feels like I'm not getting anywhere.
Programming is a field where talent speaks more than effort, right? Some people just can't get it. If you've tried that hard and still can't do it, maybe it's time to just give up?
But it's knowledge I need for work.
Do you really think so?
Huh?
Work is about putting the right person in the right place. I think it's better to focus on what you can do instead of forcing yourself. I'm also from a humanities background, and programming was never my strong suit, but I still made it work. I'm able to have proper conversations and meetings with the programmers in the company.
Isn't that because Aizawa-san is amazing?
No, it's all about the method. I brought this book because it's a perfect reference.
How to work with programmers?
It's a book that teaches how to communicate with programmers, viewing it as an intercultural communication.
Intercultural communication?
As you saw when I did the emergency fix on your laptop the other day. It's about having the people who can do certain things do them, and as long as everything fits together, the work will run smoothly. Also, getting to know PGs might be more suited for you than actually understanding programming itself.
That's an interesting perspective. Feeling the weight of the book in my hands, I felt a new possibility arise. A few months after changing my approach to learning, I started seeing visible results. The difficult conversations I had with PGs or programmers became a lot clearer. It was amazing how changing my focus from programming to understanding PGs made such a difference. As a result, I was able to draw clear lines between what I could and couldn't do. Of course, I still can't code and don't understand it fully. But now, there are a lot more things I can handle without having to take them back and check with a PG. Karia, you've been doing great lately. Your sales numbers are up. Thank you. I think I found a method that works for me. Good. Keep it up. It was becoming more common for me to receive praise. It's all thanks to Aizawa-san. I really can't thank her enough. If she hadn't shown me that new perspective, I would still be stuck in programming. Oh, youth really is something. I'm looking forward to next year's internal programming contest results. No. It's not that I've learned programming or anything. Actually, you know... What's this, Karia? Still can't code a single program? Suddenly, Ienaga interrupts the conversation. We hadn't really spoken much since my sales performance improved. Ienaga thought this was his chance to put me down, grinning as he spoke. So, have you given up on learning programming? Yep, I've given up on it gracefully. But I say this with certainty. Instead, I've decided to approach interactions with PGs as cross-cultural communication. I've chosen to learn how to communicate across cultures. Intercultural communication? We all have different knowledge and backgrounds, but if we understand each other, the work will get done. For understanding, there's no need to accumulate the same amount of knowledge or background. Work's about putting the right person in the right place. As long as everything fits together, the work gets done. This is something Aizawa-san taught me, and now I get it too. Huh. I see. I'm not good at programming either, but I understand this way of thinking now. I'll keep it in mind. Tch, I'm the one who can program better though. Karia's been showing results, and he's becoming a good rival to Ienaga. I'm also about to secure a new contract. I won't lose to Karia just yet. We'll both do our best. Both of them are working hard. It's impressive. It happened a few days later, when I got back from a meeting with a client. The office was unusually noisy, and when I looked, I saw Matsumori from the development department had arrived.
This is bad, Aunt Naga. Our manager is really angry.
No, I just wrapped up the contract as usual.
But you didn't consult with the development department before finalizing the contract, did you?
Well, I approved it, so it's not just Ienaga's fault. What happened? Actually, there was a bit of a problem. The new project Ienaga brought in seemed difficult.
It's not just difficult, we don't have enough personnel. The project requires server design, and the programmers who can handle that are already tied up with other projects.
Ah, so it's one of those specific areas that should have been checked beforehand.
Exactly, but Ienaga went ahead and signed the contract without checking that.
They've written down various areas as special domains, but those rules are so hard to understand.
It was obvious, right? It's clear that specific knowledge is needed for those areas.
Honestly, I also think it's hard to understand. To us, programming itself feels like specialized knowledge. Right now, it's not the time to be nitpicking about house rules. If we cancel the contract now, there will be penalties, and we'll lose a lot of trust. Manager Naito is looking defeated. After some discussion with the head of the development department, they still didn't come up with a good solution. The next morning...
What's wrong, Kariya-san? Do you have something on your mind?
I guess I unconsciously sighed. When I looked up, Aizawa-san was peeking over at me. Oh, good morning. Actually, there's a bit of a hassle at work.
If you want, I can listen to your troubles.
I shouldn't be talking too much about internal affairs, but... Actually, a colleague took on a project that involves server-side development, but the programmers who can design it are already busy with other projects.
Network specialists are rare, huh?
She gets it right away, as expected of Aizawa-san. My colleague has some basic programming knowledge, so he thought he could handle it himself, but... He proceeded with the contract without consulting with the development department, saying, "We can do it." The department had approved it, and now they're trying to figure out a solution.
Do you think it'll work out?
Yesterday, the department heads had a meeting, but it seems like it's going to be tough. At this point, the project is definitely going to blow up, and they're even considering retracting the contract.
Well, how about my company takes it on as a subcontract?
She says this as casually as asking about today's lunch specials, and I'm wide-eyed. Huh? Can we do that? I mean, is it okay?
Yes. You'll be able to offload this project that's definitely going to blow up, and we'll solve the problem on our end. We'll also get some work, and besides, I still owe you for the laptop.
Thank you! I'll talk to the department head right away! A few days later, we're in a meeting room. Aizawa-san's company's technician, Iwata, is also present. How does this look? Can we take on this project?
How about you, Iwata? Does it seem doable?
Iwata, slightly looking down, says, "No problem." He's clearly a technical specialist. That makes Manager Naito visibly relieved. However...
There's one condition. I'd like you to change the sales representative for this project from Ienaga to Kariya.
What? Why?
We can't afford to complicate the project further by saying we can do it without understanding the specifics.
But Kariya is still less knowledgeable about programming than I am.
True, but Kariya knows his limitations well. He'll take back what he doesn't understand. That's a lot better than trying to handle it with half-baked knowledge. Also, Kariya is someone I've worked with closely. Things will go smoothly.
I see. Then I'll accept the condition. Manager? This issue is our responsibility. Aizawa-san's point is completely valid.
Thank you. We'll proceed as discussed.
The next day, Aizawa-san and I are having our usual conversation at the cafe when Ienaga walks in. Aizawa-sama, thank you for helping me recover my mistake the other day.
You're tough. I thought you might resent me.
No, thanks to you, both the manager and I were only giving a stern warning. I am grateful, not resentful. What are you here for? Please, let me treat you as a thank you. How about we go for a meal together? What? Ienaga ignores me and makes his offer to Aizawa-san, but she calmly responds.
I'll have to decline. I don't owe you any thanks.
Don't say that. I just want to get to know someone as wonderful as you.
So, is that a date invitation?
A date? That's not it. But if you insist.
I'm not interested. This is how it feels to receive a sales pitch from someone I have no interest in. If you're going to invite me, I'd rather it be from Kariya-san.
Huh? What? Why this guy?
I know you've been trying hard all this time. You're much more attractive than someone who has an inflated ego and refuses to reflect on themselves.
Even my sales score.
That's probably taken a hit with this whole issue, right?
Ugh. Ienaga, once so confident, is now clearly defeated by Aizawa-san's words. A brief silence falls, and then I open my mouth. I admit I don't know as much about programming as you, and my sales performance wasn't great. But I didn't settle for the current situation. With Aizawa-san's help, I still made an effort to grow in my own way. Also, I think it's impressive that you studied programming and linked that to your sales performance, but that's separate from how you look down on me. You just wanted to feel better about yourself by having someone beneath you, didn't you? I must have hit a nerve, because Ienaga's face contorts, and suddenly there's a loud, deliberate footstep behind him.
I've been watching for a while, Ienaga. What are you doing?
Heh, Fumika, this is just a business thank you.
I heard something about a date. What were you thinking trying to ask such a beautiful woman out?
Matsumori's sudden intrusion causes Ienaga to rush out of the cafe, following her.
Whew. I think it was his rivalry with you. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a mess.
A few days later, as expected, Ienaga ended up angering Matsumori, and they broke off their engagement. Also, possibly due to his previous failures in his personal life, Ienaga's sales performance plummeted rapidly. Losing his confidence, he's become so subdued that rumors suggest he might soon request a transfer or even submit his resignation. Meanwhile, the house rules are thoroughly debated within the company. The parts that were unclear to the sales department have been clarified. And now, there are rules in place to prevent unreasonable sales tactics, which have made things run much smoother. On the other hand, my sales performance has continued to grow steadily. Encouraged by recent events, I invited Aizawa-san to a fancy French restaurant.
You really don't need to go all out like this.
No, please, let me do this. I'm sorry for being so chicken and inviting you only after you said yes.
It's fine, really. I'm just happy that you invited me.
I'm not good at picking up on things, and I can be slow, but when Aizawa-san showed me this chance, I knew I couldn't let it slip away. I've admired you for a long time. When Aizawa-san was invited by Ienaga, I really felt bad about it. I like you. Please go out with me.
I'm so happy. But is it okay? I'm 27 and I'm probably older than you.
Of course. I like you, and I respect you as well.
I like your straightforwardness, Kariya-san.
Aizawa-san smiled shyly, and she looked so wonderful. Instead of stubbornly charging ahead with what's difficult, sometimes taking a detour and trying different paths leads to better results. If we search for different ways to walk through life with Aizawa-san, I'm sure our future will be a bright one.
Mamoru, take care.
My mother's words and her receding back. The reality pierced me sharply, even as a young elementary school student. My parents' divorce. There were probably various reasons. I couldn't understand them as a child. My mother, a housewife who supported my father. Having no financial means, she readily agreed to my father's offer to take me in. Why? Why does her family have to fall apart? Every day, I squatted on the rocks by Lake Biwa near her house and cried. I miss Mom. I want us to live together again with smiles. Like the unrelenting waves crashing against the shore, I just cried, filled with unfulfillable wishes. I loved both my father and mother. I didn't know how to fill the huge hole that had been torn in my heart.
Hey, I heard. Your mom and dad got divorced, right?
The rumor spread with an uncanny speed, typical of a small town. Not even 3 days after my mother left, my classmates started talking about it.
Yeah, that's right. Poor you, losing your family like that, haha. You'll probably turn into a loser too.
The one who gave me those pitying words was Shu Gairai, the bully in my class.
Stop it, Shu. That's not nice.
He always taunted me, and it was always the girls with a strong sense of justice who defended me.
What? Huh, you're pathetic, needing girls to protect you. That's why you're so weak. You can't even stop your family from falling apart, haha.
Perhaps annoyed that the girls were defending me, Shu's insidious taunts escalated. 4 years later, by the time I started middle school, I had stopped crying like I used to. Proportionally, I became quieter and quieter, only really talking to my basketball club teammates.
Hey, single-parent loser. Just because you're somewhat athletic doesn't mean you're hot stuff.
I don't think I am. By some twist of fate, Shu Gairai had chosen the same basketball club. He became even more hostile towards me, the promising rookie who had quickly risen to prominence in my first year.
I've always liked you, Mamoru.
Sorry, I want to focus on basketball right now, so I can't go out with anyone. I had a growth spurt in middle school. Perhaps because I was quiet, girls often projected their fantasies onto me. I had my share of confessions, but I wasn't interested in romance. Romance, everyone breaks up eventually anyways. Incidentally, the girl who confessed to me at this time was apparently someone Shu had feelings for. Then Shu and I went to different high schools, and finally, peaceful days arrived for me. I quit basketball and started working part-time at a cafe with a view of Lake Biwa. Someday, I'd like to open my own cafe with a view of Lake Biwa. By the time I was in my third year of high school, I started thinking vaguely about the future. Someday, when Mom comes to get me, this place would be... What am I even thinking?
Oh, right, Mamoru. I actually have something to discuss with you.
Mamoru, take care.
Mom, I'm 18 now. I haven't seen my mother since that day. Somewhere in my heart, I believe she would come back for me someday. I know, she won't. My heart remained trapped in that day, while time mercilessly marched on. By the time I turned 20, I had become the owner of the familiar cafe. On that day when I was 18, the previous owner, who had no family, offered to hand over the cafe to me. Phew, the customers have calmed down. I've been working part-time at the cafe since I was 16, for 6 years. I trained under the previous owner. Thankfully, we still have the same steady flow of customers. It's been pleasantly busy, never too slow.
Hey, Mamoru! Look at this haul, black bass!
Welcome home, Dad. That's impressive as always. My father arrived, looking cheerful. His hobby is bass fishing, and he spends his weekends on Lake Biwa.
Alright, cook these up when you're done at the shop. Can't put them back in the lake, so we'll gratefully accept this bounty.
Incidentally, black bass are an invasive species in Lake Biwa. They prey on the native species, so it's illegal to release them once caught. Maybe I should research some new black bass recipes for Dad. Although not commonly eaten here, they're actually edible. Properly prepared, they can be quite delicious. Lost in thought, I heard the chime of the entrance bell. Welcome, please take a seat. Oh, you're...
Huh? Could it be Mamoru?
It was Hana Miyano, a classmate from high school. An unexpected reunion. Here's your cafe latte.
Thanks. Wow. I'm so surprised to find you working here.
We were classmates in high school. We talked quite a bit back then. I heard she moved to this town when we started high school because of her father's work.
That's right. I'm attending a 3-year nursing school, and I'll be graduating next year.
Yeah, I remember. You always said you wanted to be a nurse. Hana spoke with a bright voice, but the corners of her eyebrows seemed to droop slightly. Hana, is something wrong? When I asked, her eyes widened slightly, and she gave a resigned smile.
I can't hide anything from you. You've always been observant, haven't you? Actually, my parents aren't getting along, but they're too concerned about appearances to get a divorce. There wasn't one big incident, It's just years of small things piling up. It's so hard watching them like this. I don't know what to do.
She was genuinely troubled. Still, it seemed like a luxurious problem to me. Having your family together, that's a blessing in itself, don't you think?
But...
Whether it's for appearances or whatever, the fact that they're trying to stay together, that's something, isn't it? My true feelings, ingrained from losing my mother at a young age, might have been cruel to her.
Yeah, you're right.
She muttered softly in a flat voice and quickly finished her cafe latte before standing up.
I'll be going now.
The forced smile finally disappeared from her face. Even if I realized I said the wrong thing, taking back words already spoken is never easy. Hana,
Thanks for the coffee. I'll leave the money here.
Ignoring my attempt to stop her, Hana left without looking back.
Huh? What's this? You're leaving already? I came because you asked me to.
A new customer arrived, speaking to Hana as she left. An acquaintance, perhaps?
Sorry, Ren. I'm going home.
Huh? What's going on? Did you do something to her? I'm sorry, I might have upset her. He looked at me, head bowed, and seemed to consider something for a moment.
Hey, do you have orange juice?
Huh? I hadn't expected him to stay, so I was taken aback. I quickly showed him to a seat.
I'm sorry.
The following weekend, Hana came to my cafe and apologized loudly. Next to her was the boy from before, Ram Miyano. Apparently, he's Hana's younger brother, a 9th grader. Hana, don't apologize, it's my fault. I'm sorry I said those things without knowing anything. I reflected deeply on what I said. I wanted to apologize immediately, but didn't have her contact information.
Ren told me about your parents' divorce and how you live with their father. I didn't know either. I realized you had every right to say what you did. So, I wanted to talk to you properly again.
I hadn't talked about my family with my high school friends. It was understandable that Hana didn't know. Seeing Hana making such an effort, head bowed, I knew I had to respond honestly. Thank you, Hana. I want to talk to you more too.
Honestly, my sister is so clumsy.
Ren sighed, speaking with a cool detachment. He must have brought Hana here today. Thank you, Ren. Thanks to you, I was able to apologize properly.
It's fine. Well, you seem like a decent guy.
Is he playing hard to get? After that, the Miyano siblings became regular weekend customers.
Sis, you have your national exam coming up, right? Shouldn't you be studying?
You have high school entrance exams too, don't you? I'm studying here.
I'm smart, unlike you, sis.
Ugh.
You two get along so well.
I want to talk to Mamoru alone. Why do you always tag along?
Whoa, do you even know who helped you two make up?
Shut up!
I want to talk to Mamoru too. You can go home now, sis.
I'm not going home.
Apparently, I've become close not only with Hana, but with Ren as well. They fight like cats and dogs, but they really care about each other. When Hana went to the restroom, Ren quietly whispered, just loud enough for me to hear.
Mamoru, please take care of my sister.
He just has trouble expressing himself, but he truly cares about his sister. Hana feels the same way. Knowing this, I started wanting to help them. Hey, Ren, can you tell me a bit about your parents not getting along?
Oh, she hasn't told you yet? It's not like they have screaming matches or physical fights. They just don't talk. They communicate through me and my sister. It's an uncomfortable family dynamic.
I remembered my father saying once, over drinks, that when couples stop fighting, it's over. They've lost interest in each other. It must be suffocating for the Miyano siblings. Thank you for telling me, Ren. You know, spring arrived. Hana visited the cafe again, and I was seeing her out when...
Huh? Is that Mamoru working at a dump like this?
It is. It was Shu Gairai, whom I hadn't seen in years. He was probably home for a visit.
So you graduated from that low-level local high school after all? Your life's peaked already, hasn't it? The promising basketball rookie's future turned out to be a big zero, huh?
Well, take care, Hana.
Yeah, I'll come again.
Ignoring me.
There were still customers inside. I didn't have time to waste. I chose to ignore Shu's taunts and see Hana off. Then I went back inside as if nothing had happened.
Hey, you there!
After I left, Shu followed Hana, apparently waiting for a chance to talk to her.
You're the one from earlier. What do you want? I have nothing to say to you.
Don't be like that. Hey, are you going out with that guy from before, Mamoru?
Why should I tell you that?
Playing hard to get, huh? Did you know? He graduated from the worst high school in town. He was all cocky in middle school, the promising basketball rookie, but his future prospects are zero. Haha. Meanwhile, I go to Kyoto University. His life's already peaked, while...
Actually, I graduated from the same high school, the same one as Mamoru.
So you did? Hana had moved to this town during high school. Hana and Shu were the same age, but they never gone to the same school. This was their first meeting.
What are you trying to say?
Can't you tell? Let me be clear. Why don't you ditch that low-class single-parent loser and go out with me? Haha.
What?
Did you not know? His parents divorced when he was in elementary school. He's a single-parent kid. People from broken homes are always missing something, you know.
Shu still hated me, still saw me as beneath him.
He has zero future prospects. I'm gonna work for Japan Rove Koi Glass, a well-known company in this town, so for you.
Don't say another word.
Hana glared sharply and cut him off. She was taken aback by her unexpected reaction.
You probably came from a privileged family, right? Good for you.
Why are you so angry? Are you going out with him, or...?
I could never stand them. My parents putting on a happy family facade while fighting behind closed doors, always smiling superficially. But I'm lucky. I realized that, thanks to Mamoru.
After becoming close with the Miyano siblings, I took them to the rocks by the lake where I used to go as a child. Hana, I had so much I wanted to tell my mom. Little things, like what I'd accomplished or what I liked. I never got to tell her how much I loved her, or thank her for giving birth to me. I can't see her anymore. She's not coming back for me. So, Hana, please, before it's too late, be honest with each other. Even if they hate you, even if they get mad at you. Saying goodbye without saying what you need to say, that's too sad, isn't it? After that, Hana and Ren sat down with their parents and had a serious talk. As a result, their parents opened up to each other, and they decided to get divorced.
Mamoru isn't low class. He's a strong person who's endured sadness and loneliness and kept going. He's not someone you can insult. Take it back.
Hana's voice was charged with an intensity that made the air crackle. Her words resonated deeply with me. Thank you, Hana, for getting angry for me.
Mamoru, why are you here? I thought you went back to the store.
You've tormented me for so long. It wasn't hard to guess you'd follow Hana. I'd explained the situation to my part-time staff and left the cafe in their care. Shu, you hated me, didn't you? You resented me.
Yeah, I always hated you. Always being protected and defended. Acting like you weren't lonely, surrounded by friends, even though you're from a broken home. Popular with girls, better at basketball. I always wondered why.
He felt inferior to someone he saw as less fortunate than himself, yet I seemed to have more than him. That distorted feeling must have festered within him.
Yeah, that's it. How lame.
Ren Miyano arrived with my father. After I introduced my father to the Miyano siblings, Ren started learning how to fish from him. They seemed to be returning from a fishing trip.
So, you've been jealous of Mamoru this whole time? What? No way! I go to Kyoto University. My dad works for a famous company around here, and my mom. So what? There are plenty of messed up people, even with privileged backgrounds, like you. You little... Mamoru is a way better person than you. So is my sister. My sister was trying to hold our family together, even though it was falling apart. She was struggling because she didn't want to leave me behind. Dad, Mom, I'll be okay.
The day the Miyano family had their heart-to-heart, Ren spoke clearly and resolutely.
My sister tried to keep our family together, She struggled because she felt she couldn't leave because of me. Meeting Mamoru, I finally understand. I want my dad and mom and my sister to be happy. Even if we're apart, I love them all.
Ren's words must have cleared the fog hanging over the Miyano family.
You're Shu Gairai, right? My son has told me about you.
How do you know me?
I'm your father's senpai from college. Oh, and we work at the same company too. He's a hard worker. I'm indebted to both of you.
Wait, so you're from Japan Robkoi Glass?
Yes, I'm the senior managing director. I'm also involved in personnel decisions.
My father's gentle expression suddenly hardened.
My son's parents divorcing is me and my ex-wife's problem. It's not his fault. If you intend to cause my son any more pain, I'll have to take action. If you still want to work at Japan Lovekoi Glass, you understand, don't you?
He must have heard about Shu from his father before. Seeing Shu tremble before my father's quiet intimidation filled me with a sense of satisfaction.
Alright, another one. Today's a great day for fishing.
Yeah, it is. It was my father's birthday. When I asked him what he wanted as a present, he said he wanted to go fishing with me. Dad, thanks for the other day.
What are you talking about? So much has happened, I've forgotten. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, a lot has happened. Happy birthday, Dad.
I found you, Mamoru. You've grown.
I gasped at the voice behind me. It was my mother's voice, raspier than I remembered. Mom?
Yes, it's me. I'm sorry it took me so long to come back for you. Mamoru, shall we live together?
Back then, I really wanted to take you with me, but I wasn't working, was I?
Actually, I started a new family after that. I had children, your siblings. But a few months ago, we got divorced.
She must have been lonely after becoming alone again. That's why she came for me. My father didn't turn around. He just kept fishing, silent and still. It was as if he was leaving the decision entirely up to me. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm staying with Dad.
Why? I'm sorry for leaving you alone. See? Even he doesn't care enough to stop you. He probably doesn't even care about...
That's not true.
Huh?
It's not true. Dad, he just respects my feelings. My father had never spoken ill of my mother. I finally understood why. He was protecting my feelings for her, my love for her. My mother, who hadn't contacted me until now, coming back for me out of convenience, was different from my father's steadfast present. My father's eyes widened as he stared out at the lake. I pretended not to see the tears streaming down his face. Mom, I hope you find happiness. That's all I want. Thank you for giving birth to me. Perhaps at a loss for words, my parents parted ways again without speaking. After graduating from university, Shu Gairai failed to land a job at his dream company and became a job hunting year.
Damn it, I'm a Kyoto University graduate. Why am I?
His habit of using his academic credentials to look down on others and mock their weaknesses hadn't changed.
I can't be with someone who hurts other people so easily.
He'd bought a ring to propose to his girlfriend, but she rejected him. In a fit of despair,
Damn it, this stupid... Whoa!
he threw the ring into Lake Biwa, lost his balance, and fell in. Shu, who couldn't swim, vanished beneath the surface. Only Lake Biwa knows what became of him. No one I know has heard from my mother since.
Manager, I have an order.
Ren started working part-time at my cafe after that.
Manager, it's a beautiful day. Want to go to the lake later? Just the two of us.
Huh? Ren?
Hold it right there, Ren! Mamoru is my boyfriend!
Yes, Hana and I started dating after that. She's now a hard-working nurse. Dad, thank you for raising me on your own. I'm so grateful.
Mamoru, after all the hardship I put you through, to hear you say that, I'm a lucky man.
Every family has its own circumstances, its own shape. You should never look down on someone because of it. Even if families fall apart, I hope everyone finds happiness somewhere in this world. That's what I wish for my mother, for my siblings I've never met, no matter what anyone says.